Hey folks, Nas here, back in ASKA. I appreciate everybody joining me today. Alrighty, so we are on day 7, and we've got our gathering huts, woodcutter's pit, gatherer's pit, and stonecutter's pit. We got a couple of houses up for the one villager that we've got, 2 villagers that we've got. I just don't have a place to sleep. That's okay. I don't need to sleep. Even though I probably should, since I'm at half health. We've got our workshop pit up as well. Now, what we need to look at doing, there's a couple of different things. Oops. Shadowing my face here. There's a couple of different things that we probably need to start working on. One is getting a food source, incoming food source. That way I don't have to go out and hunt everything and grab all their food or fish or whatever. That way I can focus on exploration and maybe a little bit of material gathering as needed. But I would like to get a, what is that? A hunting hut? Let's see. What's it called? Can I not get it? Hunter's hut. What does it require? The gatherer's hut. Okay. So in order to get the hunter's hut going, or even the fisherman's hut, we've got to get the pits upgraded. Now, we do have the mine available to us. We have not found a cave. We have to have a cave to be able to build the mine. The mine is going to allow us to get to iron, which is going to allow us to get to better armor and better tools and so on and so forth. We're needing to get to that. Now, I'm already started. This is the second location that we started building our village. Now, we are going to have to move the village again once we find a cave. Now, you can see that I've explored a little bit of the island. Not a lot. There should be a lot more area to explore, but the fog of war is covering it up. But I don't want to go exploring and then get an alert or something that somebody's dying because they're not eating or can't find, goodies to eat. So what we need to do is we need to upgrade these 3 buildings so we can advance the next buildings. So in order to do that, you're going to walk up to the building, and we're going to take the stonecutter's pit right here, and we're going to go to T. It's actually blinking in the tooltip. And you can see here stonecutter's hut, and it's going to require all of these items here. Now, logs, we're going to need to upgrade our tools as well. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to click on the upgrade on all 3 of these. Gatherer's hut, we're going to click build. You see it puts the ghost up, but the building is still there. It's still usable and everything else. So we're going to go and we're going to click T and click build. Then we need to upgrade the woodcutter to be able to gather the proper wood. However, we can make us our own axe to be able to do such things. Now, if we go over here to the workshop, hit E, we need to make the large stone axe, which you can see it takes 4 stick, 4 stone blades, and 4 rope. Let's make sure I don't already have one. No, I do not already have one. So we're going to go in and we're going to click stone axe. We're going to click craft. Then we also need a large stone pickaxe because I want to be able to get more people in here, and I need to be able to gather more of the Jotun bloodstones at a time, which means that I need to be able to hit the larger bloodstones that are out in the wild rather than the little ones. The little ones only give you maybe 1 or 2, as to where the large ones will give you somewhere between 2 and 3, maybe even 4. I don't know that I've ever seen 4. But I am short the stone blade, which means I've got to go get stone anyway. Now we're going to let this guy here continue gathering just the basic stuff. Our builder is probably sleeping. Yes, she is sleeping, so she'll start working on these buildings tonight. Now, because we have the larger axe, which, yeah, there it is in my toolbar, we should be able to get these trees here. And you can see here it gives logs. So we're going to have to harvest those. It automatically pulls out the proper tool. So I'm going to go through, I'm going to chop down a bunch of these, and then I need to also place a hunter's hut once those are done. So let me go through and chop down some of these trees for the builder. Alrighty, because my health is low and I don't really have a bed to sleep in, you can pick up onion or garlic, and I do believe both of these will give healing back to you. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use that. You can see here it popped up, tiny bit of health. So it's going to, you can see the little icons at the bottom of the screen. It's giving me a tiny bit of health over time. My little health bar is actually going up. So if you find onion or garlic and you're not near a bed, then that's a good thing. We chop down a couple of more trees, and then I've got to go see about getting some food for these guys because we don't have a gatherer. I also need to get stone so I can make that mining pickaxe. So give me just a minute. I'll be right back. And she is working on putting stuff in some of these buildings. I don't have any materials on me to deposit. Do I? I do. What do they need? They need 4 rope each, 5 rope, 3 rope. So what do we need? 12 rope is what it sounds like. So I need to go and get some bark and scrap it so I can give them the rope because they don't make the rope. Is there any bark down here? There is. Let's go ahead and grab up some of this bark. Let's go ahead and scrap the bark. So we're going to hold left shift and then left click to scrap the bark in our inventory, and it will turn it into fibers. So we got 31 fibers right now. I think we can make 15 rope. So we hit B to open the build menu. We're going to go to materials, and then we can go to 5 rope, 5 times rope. We can do that 3 times. There we go. Now we can go put this rope in those buildings. And then I'm going to have to probably chop down some more trees for her because I don't think she's going to have enough materials. What else? Oh, she only needs stone for that one. She needs pretty much everything for that one. And everything for that one. So she needs bark, which there is some bark. She needs stone. There's no stone. So I need to go out and get some of the Jotun bloodstones anyway. So let me go over here and hit some of these big ones. So like this big one right here. Should select the new pickaxe, and we're going to go through this and get some shards. She literally just came through and picked up the stone that fell off of this thing as I was picking it. Alrighty, here's another large one. I want to try and get, how many? I have 2 stones now. I think there's a few in the Odin. So I want to try and get enough stones right now to summon 2 people. Which we're going to have to make them each a place to live. Or sleep, at least. But I want to get the upgrades going for these other buildings first before I summon anybody else. So it's kind of a process until you start getting a few more villagers. Alrighty, she has the woodcutter's hut 2 built. So that's good. 2 more buildings to go. Alrighty, so I've already got 3 stones in the Eye of Odin. So let's go ahead and open this. I can put 2 more in. I can activate this. Now it's going to be, I don't know, what, 3 minutes or 4 minutes or something before these people arrive, which means I can go and chop down some more trees or something. I don't have a gatherer, which I do need. That's going to help with some of the food. I'm not worried about the stone cutter right now because I'm still getting the Jotun stone, so I am supplying some of the stone. This guy here is chill sensitive. I'm not happy about that. This guy here is a lumberjack. I could probably just go ahead and utilize him. He doesn't have, so far, he doesn't have anything negative. I don't necessarily like seeing a sensitive in the first two perks. That just means that they're going to complain more in the winter. So let's go ahead and choose this guy here. Once he gets here, I will place another shelter. That way they can work on that. In the meantime, I need to go chop down some more trees and get at least one more stone. So let me do that. Alrighty. I completely forgot. I should probably go do something about food, seeing as how my health is dropping. Or excuse me, my hunger is dropping. I also still need to find onion or garlic. Let's see, I got an egg there. I'm going to go ahead and eat that straight away. Give me just a little bit of food. There's another egg. Grab those feathers, that's okay. Eat that egg. Now we might get down here and see if we can find some mussels. And then I need to go fish. Actually, I should probably just go fish. I found some mussels on the way. Might as well just grab those and eat those straight away too. You get 3 of the mussels. And then we have our fishing location right over here. Let's go see if we can go fish and catch some fish so I can cook it up for the villagers. The beginning can be a very slow process. Let's see. 5. Wait, do I have bait? I do. I have 3 bait. Oh, villager is in town. I'm going to let him continue building. What are his perks here? Let's take a quick look. Is that him? No, this guy. He's homeless. That's okay. We're going to build him a house when we get back. Snow Strider. We didn't see that. Athlete and steadfast resolve. So he's got some very positive things here. So that's great. He is daytime worker. So we're going to give him a daytime schedule. We're going to copy this guy's schedule. And then we're going to come down here. Get that little icon out of the way. And then we're going to come down here to the builder we just brought in. And we're going to click paste. And it's going to adjust his schedule to copy that one. Now let's see if I can catch some fish. There we go. We got 1 fish. Let's see if we can get a couple more. I gotta say, I really dislike fishing in games because it's like sitting around watching paint dry or grass grow. You're literally not doing anything. You're standing in one location. Like I could be chopping trees or going getting Jotun stone, stuff like that. But I mean, this is something I need to do. It's a good way to feed your villagers. And we don't have a hunter yet. There we go. We got 2 pieces. Fishing is just, to me, fishing is tedious in games. But once you get if you get a fishing hut up and then place somebody in the fishing hut, obviously you don't have to fish. They'll do it for you. The only thing is sometimes these little fishing grounds, they kind of go dry and then you don't get the good fish out of it. Now, granted, you don't have to fish in these little fishing grounds. You can just fish wherever. You just don't get you don't get as much meat out of the fish in doing so. Like if we fished in a lake, there's about 3 different types of fish that I think you can fish out of a lake, but you only get like 1 piece of fish meat off of it, as to where the salmon that we're getting out of here they'll give us like 3 pieces of meat or something like that. Alrighty. I guess I'm not catching any more fish because I'm out of bait. So what I can do is I can drop, we got 3 salmon. I'm going to drop them on the ground and then I'm going to harvest these real quick. And then I'm going to pick up all the raw fish meat. We got 9. I am not going to worry about that fish blubber. It's just going to take up space in my inventory and I can't do anything with it right now. And then I am going to grab myself some mussels, and I'm going to cook up all of this fish for the villagers. What does this guy need? Large stone. He can't find any large stone or small stone. Well, let me cook this stuff up. How much fire time do we have? 9%. This might work. Let's go to cook. I'm going to right click on our fish, drops it right in there, and then you can see it's already cooking because the fire is already going. And then they all turn red. We can right click on them to put them in our inventory, and then go back to the raw fish meat, right click again. It puts the last 4 in there. So out of those 3 salmon, we got 9 fillets. 9 fish meat, as they call it. So that's not terrible. I got to get some more blueberries to make bait so I can go fishing again tomorrow. Yay, fried fish. Then after I finish cooking that, I can come behind the barbecue and just store it with R. It puts all 9 pieces in there. And then when the villagers are hungry, then they'll go and get something to eat. Could not find a large stone. Okay. Now, I did bring in a new guy. I want to use him as a gatherer. So I'm going to go to the gatherer's pit. I'm going to hit R to manage workers, and I'm going to assign him. Actually, I'm going to assign her because she is actually proficient in foraging. So let's assign her, our original builder, to the gatherer's hut. And then I need to place down a shelter for the guy we just brought in, because if we don't get him a bed to sleep in, he's going to really start struggling in a few days. So we're going to hit B, go to the build menu. We're going to go to bushcraft, and we're going to go to shelter, and we're going to click build, and we're just literally just going to place it like right behind this other one if I can. Maybe I'll just put it in front. We're going to be getting rid of these anyway soon enough. There we go. We'll just put it right there. Perfect. He'll work on that. Alrighty, we've got at least one of the pits turned into a hut. And then we need to get these other 2 turned into a hut. Then we will be able to go into here. No. Here. There it is. We got to go into basic production. And then we can either get the hunter's hut or the fisherman's hut. Either way. I'm probably going to do the hunter's. I feel that that meat comes in quicker than the fisherman's hut. But that's how you upgrade these buildings from the pit to the hut. Guy's going to do great. Let's see. How much rope does he need? 2. I'll just go ahead and give him 2 rope, since they don't make rope yet. Now, I can bring somebody in for the workshop, but I don't want to do that yet. We have too many other necessities that we need villagers for, and I still need to get 1 more stone to even bring in another villager. But between episodes, I'm going to get the last pits turned into huts. I'll get his shelter. Well, he's already working on it. He's going to get his own shelter up and going. Is that going to be it? Final done? Not final done. He needs bark. I have 1 in my pocket. There you go. Perfect. Alrighty, folks. I appreciate everybody joining me today. Please make sure that you click the like button if you are enjoying these episodes. Feel free to join my Discord. Come and tell me about your ASKA adventures, and also feel free to check out all of my other videos on my channel. I've got ASKA, No Man's Sky, Medieval Dynasty, Once Human. I've got quite a few, so go ahead and go check those out. There'll be some links in the description below. Link to the Discord is also in the description below, and we will see you folks in the next one. You take care, and happy hunting.